Hey, friends. Happy Thursday. I'm so glad to be here with you. Weeks like this always just mess me up a little bit. I've been messed up because Monday was a holiday, which I'm not complaining about. I kind of forgot it was Thursday night. And not to worry there, though, because, I'm a skilled semi professional. So I have something fun planned for us tonight. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, if you've been under a rock, this guy went live yesterday at midnight. So super fun, lots of fun to talk about. And finally, free at last, we can open up this catalog and chat about it. Okay. Hello, everybody. So, as you're coming on, as the ladies are doing, please say hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us anything you want. And tonight, I have a special request. I want you to put in the comments throughout the night any questions you have about the products. It's no secret. I have purchased many, many things from this beautiful catalog. Have played with a lot of them already. So if you have specific product questions, please let me know. I also want you to shout out your favorites. And it doesn't have to be like a favorite suite or a favorite bundle. You can tell me your favorite paper, favorite ribbon, embellishment. I just want to hear the things that you like, if you can narrow it down. And so here come my regulars. And I say that with the highest compliments. Jenny, Cindy, Roz, Jean, Pursue. Hello. It's so nice to have all of you here. And already Jenny came on first thing and shared. She reminds me to remind you, please share this video if you enjoy it as the night goes on, because that helps me get through all of the clouds in the internet and find other crafters, right? I'm just one small person sitting here in Boise, Idaho, so I need your help. So if you are enjoying this, please just go for it and share with a friend. Oh, and Cindy says, don't forget to give me the thumbs. Hopefully that means a thumbs up. If it's the thumbs down, let's talk about it. But thumbs up, I'm good with. Thank you, Cindy, so much. Now, I jumped right into the mini catalog because I was so excited about it. But FYI, if you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. And guess what? I am Lisa Harden. I am coming to you live from a smoky but sort of beautiful Boise, Idaho. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all of these beautiful products we're going to use tonight. Some of them are new to customers as of midnight last night, and they are fresh off the press, right? But not for me, because since I'm a demonstrator, I got to pre-order about a month ago, and that option is available to you too if you simply want to join the Stamping Zoo. If you live in the United States, you can be a member of my fantastic crafty community of demonstrators. If you go to the description below, you can join my team, and as you can go read all about it and see what kind of perks my team gets, as well as general perks you get for being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It's really, we're all called demonstrators. We're all purchasing the same, we all live under the same plan, but it's as simple as purchasing $125 of product of your choice from this catalog or anything you'd like. Corinne says I'm blurry tonight. Is that true? I look really clear on my screen. So you guys tell me though. But anyway, it means you can purchase $125 of product from this catalog, the annual catalog, clearance rack, anything you like for $99 plus tax. You get free shipping. And so it's just a super fun thing. And that's how, oh, blurry on YouTube. Sorry. I don't know. It says I'm checked. Gave me the green check mark, but that's the internet for you. Sorry, guys. Ross says I look fine. She's on Facebook. And YouTubers say I'm blurry. Corinne says I'm blurry on Facebook. We're just going to keep going, okay? And if it gets bad for everyone, then I'll probably stop and I can come back on. We'll see if that works. Usually it's over on my end. I'll see that my screen is frozen, but not tonight. Hey, why don't you guys try to do like a try to do a refresh of me and see if that works at all. Okay. I get about 3 people that are not good. We have had a lot of fires here, and my internet's good, but uh, huh, it could be blurry. I don't know, guys. Um, yes, give that a try. I want to run you off, but if it's bad, if it continues to be bad, then I will stop it and we will restart. Okay, we'll see how it works. I know there were a few changes to the platform that I'm using. Thank you. Upgrades. And maybe that's causing it. So tonight we are going to work on a couple different projects, and we are going to feature Sweetest Star because I was playing with it last night and this morning before I went to work to make some swaps. It's very fun. And so we're going to give this one a try. Okay. So just 1 minute. Let me see if I can do just one thing here. Um, hmm. Can I look and see what I look like? One moment. I hope I didn't screw it all up. I mean, you just never know. Yeah, okay. Continue to YouTube. Let me just check it out for you guys. Give me just 1 second here. Oh, yeah. It came on. Mm, it's not as good as over on Facebook. Isn't that funny? Okay. Give me let's roll for about minutes. If it looks crappy, then I'll stop it and we'll try something else. Okay. Never fear. This is our first rodeo. It's not the first time we've had to stop and restart. Sometimes it's on accident and sometimes it's on purpose. Okay, so this is in the catalog. I'll show you where now that we can talk and open up the catalog. And it has a beautiful coordinating punch. We love a punch bundle, don't we? Yes. Okay, so, let me point you down and let's grab. I'm always on edge when we have to keep the catalog closed because I'm really excited about it, right? I'm always so excited to show you guys. And then it's at the last minute, I'm like, no, stop. All right, 1 moment here. Do I have it memorized? No, but I kind of have a feel, right? There it is. I said I had feel. Hello, Heather. Yes, it's very fun, Deborah. Absolutely. Okay, so here's Sweetest Star, and it is 38.50. When you purchase both of them, the stamp set and the punch at the same time, you get a 10% discount. And I'll show you tonight how to. It's very easy to make these little 3D stars to form a wreath. And I saw somebody made one right away. There's lovely demonstrators out there that make all sorts of fun stuff. And they'd already made one, and they used a great 6-inch grapevine wreath as the form, and then kind of probably hot glued the stars to that. So I say that's how we should start. But I will just show you, how simple it is to do that. So here we have little Mrs. Claus. She's adorable, and the Cookie Brothers, right? Mrs. Claus, I also saw that somebody took her and for Halloween made her into Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Used all sorts of patchwork kind of patterns, and it took me a minute to realize who the heck she was, but she was like a grandma version of Sally. So just use your creative inspiration here. And then let me just stand instead of reading it out of the catalog. And of course that fell on the floor, as things tend to do around here. So may your days be merry and bright, baking spirits bright, sweet wishes, and wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. These images are at 90%, so they're a little bit smaller on the front than they actually are. So they're a nice big image. And actually, I posted something a little earlier. It was a bunch of supplies that I was using to make swaps, and I had a couple extra little Santies. And just like with the, just like what I was telling you, somebody modified her to make her Sally. I've seen a couple of images now where people have just forget he's in a red suit, but they've modified him and put him in a plaid shirt and jeans, and he's a lumberjack. He's like a hipster lumberjack. Okay. And then somebody else, she was very clever. It's on the demonstrator planning place, but she did some different watercolors and made 5 or 6 different outfits for this guy. And also, she made him into, she called him a boatman, you know, right off the ship. So again, just use your creativity. This could be now. I mean, now that I've mentioned it, right? I'm sure you see a lumberjack, and he's wearing a flannel shirt, and you can do that with watercolors or blender pens or pencil crayons or Stampin' Blends, and then just put some jeans on, right, and a brown belt. There you go. Give him gloves that aren't, give him gloves that match, whatever. So he's super cute Santa, and you probably can't see this, especially if I'm blurry. But I put, yeah, you can't see it. I wink of Stella his beard, and then I left the other pieces just plain white. But it was fun. I know, Corinne. Isn't that a fun idea? So lots of different things to do with this seemingly simple, straightforward stamp set, right? I am not going to go through my events right now, but I will tell you, oh my gosh, there was a little bit of panic at the Stampin' Zoo about 12:18 last night. So yeah, it was last night. So I got up, I woke up, and at first I didn't think I was going to get to sleep. Well, then I got to sleep, of course, and then I had to wake up because I was placing orders for, I have several classes. You guys are my lovely customers, and I have lovely customers for Zubilee monthly crafting kit. I have lovely customers for In Color. I have lovely customers for the reindeer games kit mega class coming up. Okay, pressure was on me, and so I got up. I got up at 11:50. Got everything ready. I already had things ready in my notebook. It was all set up. I began to place the order. It's rather large. I mean, I was very humbled by the outpouring of interest, in particular in the reindeer games class. So you get a half a pack of the reindeer paper. You could order extras like the bundle, the Forever Plaid embossing folder. You could add extra peppermint embellishments. Okay, remember this right here, our hot item. She was a little bit of a runner. Okay, and I knew they were going to be. They're just too cute, and I told you guys, these guys, they have the look of something that's going to sell out, right? Well, I didn't think they were going to go out of inventory at 12:18 p.m., but they did. And how I found out was they were in my cart, and they got taken out of my cart when I was doing a final check on the order. And so that woke me up immediately. And while I was like trying to calm myself down, I'm like, lots of times they do that, and then they bring them back later in the day, or they bring it back in a couple of weeks. But of course, you'd rather have it the first time you're trying to order it, right? So they go out, and I'm just like, I'm already trying to think of other options. Let's see, we can use actual peppermints. I can go find some peppermints. I can make some out of chemo dough. Not realistic, but I'm already working on options. Okay, I've got you handled. And then I got out of that order, placed it, minus the peppermints, and then I went back on, placed a customer's order, separate order, and then I just was like, how can this be? Come on, you know how when you're waiting for something, and then you're like, I mean, if I just keep looking, I'm sure it'll come back in. Well, it was back in. probably like 10 minutes later. I don't know. I'm sure the inventory system has some sorts of controls and releases on it. It was back in. And so I placed an order for nothing but peppermint embellishments, a lot of peppermint embellishments to fill our orders. Okay. Not to, I don't have a hoard, but to fill our orders. And whew, then I was hyped. I couldn't get to sleep until probably 2 o'clock, but it was okay because I knew I had you guys taken care of. So, and I didn't have to make you little peppermint embellishments with my little hands late at night. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? We're gonna make these, no problem. We can, it's my initial thought. I can make them. We can hand make them out of dough. Oh my gosh. So anyway, listen, don't panic because if you didn't get them and you did not order the reindeer games class, it's not as horrific as you think because they are estimated to be back in the week of September 15th. So even if you want to get your card started and then just wait for the embellishments. And of course, if I am able, when I see them come back into inventory, I will post it on my Facebook page. So please just watch for that. So we're going to be okay. All right. Stampin' Up! Takes good care of us. And FYI, there are also lots of beautiful other embellishments. So let's see here. I'm going to check on your comments. Desktop is clear, Corinne. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know if you're clear or blurry. That's all you have to put in the comments if you want, because I can see strength isn't as great as it could be over here. But okay, Sue says she's okay with blurry. No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough, but thank you. Yes. Okay. So, as I said, give me any questions you have about the products. If I need to pull the product, if I have the products, I'll pull them, show them to you because it's always better to see them. It's always best to have them in your hands, isn't it? But I'm the next best thing. Okay. So let me help you. And of course, then I want you to put in the comment things you love about the catalog. So we are going to go back into, I wanted to do this fun fold for quite a while. Now we're not making this, we're not using these products, right? These products are still current though. They were the first, this was the first fun fold project that I put into my Zubilee kits for January. So just know that if you are in the Zubilee kit class in January, you have the tutorial for this. And if not, you can go back to the Facebook group that that we have for that class, and you can get the instructions for this. The other way you can get the instructions is to make sure you are signed up to receive my emails. Go over to the Stamping Zoo and click on the purple pop-up box and sign up, because I will be putting a printable in an email for you on Sunday afternoon. And so just watch for that. And if you were not in the Zubilee class in January, you can still get the PDF tutorial for this, all right? Plus right now. But I'm not going to go through all of the measurements and things, not because I'm trying to be covert, but because that messes me up. I need to just cut. I also don't think it's very fun to sit and listen to people give you measurements for stuff. I don't like it. And so we're just going to kind of make it. Roz calls it a cross card. Crisscross card or cross card. I don't know. In any case, it's a beautiful way to showcase designer series paper, isn't it? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing, or the first one, well, I think we'll probably just do one, but we're going to feature the Santa because he's already made, right? He's in real red. I colored him in real red. And then I was telling you guys last week that I don't use my Stampin' Write markers very much. I ended up pulling, hello, Laverne, you're back, my Napa friend. Very nice to see you. So I pulled the Crushed Curly, the Basic Black, Stampin' Write markers. Now these are the water-based markers. So I colored um, I colored his suit with blends, real red, light and dark. And then I used this for his boots and his buckle because they're tiny elements. And I knew that even if I was really careful, the blends bleed out from the lines a little bit. So don't forget, we do need these sometimes. Even I do. In fact, took me a minute to remember. And I was like, how am I going to color that thing? Lisa, come on. Okay, so anyway, that's how colors are his colors. He's very straightforward, very simple. But again, just use your creativity if you don't want him to be Christmas. This is a slice of beautiful paper from Snowy Wonder, I think it's called. It's the snow globe. It's the snow globe paper, right? We haven't even played with this suite yet, but you guys may have already purchased it. It's called Snowy Scenes, and it has a ton of beautiful product with it. Let me just show you where that one is. Now let's see. Do I have a mental bookmark for that one? No, I got it for it. Oh, I must have gone too far. I know that because the suites are all kind of together, aren't they? Splendid Autumn. Regal. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at all that gorgeousness. Snowy scenes. You can window cards. They're adorable for tags. This is a stamp set that I'm planning on using in the Zubilee Crafty November. Please keep that in mind. Whether you're currently enrolled to receive the Zubilee kit or whether you are thinking about it, this one's going to be November, okay? And so you can make all sorts of snow globes and snowflakes. We've got the beautiful polka dot paper or polka dot ribbon that we've played with before. And then here's all the playful and bright Christmas patterns, okay? So please keep that in mind. Again, I really hope some of you want to join us for Zubilee Fun. I think it's a great class. I love it. I inspire myself. And it's made up of, you receive 6 projects, usually 5 cards and 1 project. You receive a PDF and video tutorials, about $25 a product. And it ships about the 20th of each month. We usually feature a suite or various products. I don't know. And so for September, so coming up, I will answer that, Jane. For September, we are going to feature the Nests of Winter, and you'll get a half a pack of the embellishments, a full pack of the linen thread, and half a pack of the DSP. Okay, but and then the designs will feature a bundle. And so I will die cut anything that's not in this bundle. I don't do any stamping, but I give you all the cardstocks. I still include envelopes in that class. And I dry emboss. We do all sorts of stuff in there. So we work on techniques. But in the end, I give you everything you need for success in that class. So that's going to be in September. And in October, let's hope, is going to be More Than Autumn. And we were working with that Sunday with Stamp and Chat Sketch, right? So if you saw this and you were like, I love that set, put it high on your list. I feel like it's going to be really popular. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Okay. If it sells out before my Zubilee people purchase it that want it, then we may not do it, but I hope we can. Okay, so this is slated for Zubilee in October. And again, I worked with it on Sunday, and we're going to work with it a lot. And I think it's so adorable. And it is literally more than autumn. Okay, so with that said, I hope that gives a little peek into some of my classes. And like lots of you are taking the reindeer class, so I'm so excited. Product comes in tomorrow. I say that with a daunting face because it's a lot. It's gonna be heavy. I need somebody to come and lug that in. Okay, let's run over here. Let me grab, I'll kind of be looking off to the side because I will be looking at the tutorial, the measurements and scoring and all that business. Okay. And so I'll try to score up here. No, I cannot. Let's see. Let me turn this and see if I can do this right-handed. That is totally weird to me, but I think I can do it if I'm careful, because it's not really a ton of scoring. Just have to be mindful of it. And let me move you up. Hold on. There you go. Okay. So this is going to be the outside, I think, and this is going to be the inside. This is Poppy Parade, and I colored him in real red. But, it's all going to work out. So never fear. Okay, so let me, now that I know you can see the measurements, or watch me score at least, let me go back over here. And so this is a 4 by 12. I'm going to score it at 3 1/4. Oh gosh, this is weird. 3 1/4. And so 3 1/4, 8 3/4. Do this with any type of your 12 by 12 paper. I could probably figure out how to do it with 6 by 6 too, but we're not doing that. Okay. Place the DSP at the 6-inch mark. What? Oh, yes. Okay. So now you put this at the 6-inch mark. Okay. See where I've got that in there? And then put this in, and you've got to bring your cutting blade up here. Now we're looking at this ruler on the side, bringing it down to the 2-inch mark. Okay. And that's going to be the little fold that is in the front here. Okay. So you have to use this ruler too. And let's see. Here we go. Okay. Now we need a card base for the inside, right? We need a pretty little inside. And oh my goodness, is that garden green? You guys, I reordered garden green the other day, and it always shocks the heck out of me because, he's not my boyfriend, but he's being my boyfriend. Yep, he's garden green. All right. So let's use garden green cardstock and see. I might even have a scrap. I might even have like a quarter sheet cut. Let's see. What's that? I feel like that is going to be a good one. Oh, you know what? I think I want pool party instead. Yep. Pool party. Now that I looked at it closer. So, smoke update, the Boise Valley. It's bad. I only thought it was bad 2 days ago. Now it's really bad because there was a fire just at the hill from me. And then it was pouring smoke into the valley. Now it's looking back. I think it's contained, and it was kind of just a grass fire. It wasn't structures, thank goodness. And so we're all very happy for that. But it didn't do anything for the air quality. Okay, now this one is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Because our little pocket is 4 inches, and so you wanted this thing to be able to slide in there easy, right? So 5 1 2 3/8. Oops, that's a scoring blade. All right, so this is going to be, in this case, it was pool party. Okay, so that's going to be our base inside card. The instructions will call this the envelope, and they'll call this part the card, okay? And then we need, I think that's going to be it. Of course, we're going to die a piece of white. I'll grab some sort of dye. I don't know what. But I think that's all of our cutting for right now. Oh, that's pretty. I like that it's not, it's a lot of green, but I like that you kind of have this little pop a pool party. Yay. Oh, yeah, Jean says the sports were canceled. Okay, so for these two little folds, you bring this together and you're going to actually, this will be the back. Okay, so can you see? Yeah, you can see right there. And so we're going to run a little bit of mono liquid glue. We want a thin line. If you hate mono, maybe tear and tape, but I kind of even feel like that's going to be too thick, but you can try it. Okay, be brave. If you have liquid glue and you just feel like you're a mess with it, it's okay, girl. You can do it. Or boy. And they're going to overlap slightly. So don't put glue, on both ends or anything. That's not going to work. And finally, don't forget, you've got these little tabs here. And actually, we can fold this down right now. And then it won't get in the way of you gluing. Okay, so I just freehand folded. Because basically, you use the grid. See, I have it up on here on the grid. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah. So you can fold it down and kind of use the grid as an indicator as well. See if you're going. Basically, you want the bottom. I don't know why I'm saying basically tonight. You want that to be flat. Okay, and then just do it on the same. Ooh, and I love the contrast of these patterns. Who thought of that? Brilliant. Okay, isn't that adorable? That'd be a cute shirt. Maybe not, but see, and then the inside's going to look like this. Actually, if we do it like that, the lines almost match up. Okay, so we shall. All right, so let's put a thin line of glue down here. And then we will put a thin line of glue on the end of this. Okay. See that? So just down here on the long one, and then on one end, one short end. And then come in here and use your one folder again. Just kind of glue it together. And then see, I squished out some glue. No biggie. Yeah, North Dakota. Oh, man. Yes, thank you so much, you guys. I just want you to know that I see that views are going up every week on YouTube, and I appreciate it. It makes me happy. And it's not all about the numbers, right? But it's more about like you are behind those numbers. And so I hope that just means more of you are watching, or that it gives you a nice way to watch, different different options. And so I really appreciate that. And I wish I could figure out how to show the live comments after the live is over, but I don't know. It doesn't quite work. I haven't figured out that mystery. I think it might be because I don't have zillions of subscribers. So if you're wondering, if you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I think this needs like a 1/16 of an inch cut off of the length. Okay. So that we shall do. So I just cut that much off. Okay. And so that will be much better. All right, there we go. Now, wait a minute. I think those measurements I must have trimmed off of both. Let me see. Yep, I sure did. Look. Okay. I will change my measurements in my PDF, of course, to make sure that we've got this situated properly. Let me see now. So a good idea for you to do that as well. To make sure that the card fits into the envelope the way you want it before you start working on and putting all the zhuzhing on it. Okay. So as you can see here, it is straight across. There's no overlap. And then we're going to put a ribbon on it and pull it out. Okay. I think that's good to do regardless of the measurements because some of you may glue higher up than others. Or, like when I burnished that, the glue may have squished up a little bit more. So fine tune it. And once you've got the envelope put together, then cut the card and make sure that you trim the card to fit. Then put your die cut on and all your different little embellishments. Okay. All right. So now we decorate. And I feel like that has a little bit of glue right there. So just the glass mat is available to everyone now. You can put it in a starter kit too, but it is $60. It is online only, so you won't find it in a catalog, but just go online, hit my shop now tab, please. I love it. And then you can just put in glass mat into the search bar and it will pop into the screen. You can add it to your cart from there. Okay, let me take a look at the dies I might want to use for the center part where we're going to put a sentiment and we're going to write. We have so many choices, and of course, I haven't looked ahead. I thought it'd be fun if we, sprung it on you. Not really, but I was running late, friends. Needed a nap. It's the story of my life, isn't it? Oh, let's use Countryside Corners. It's cute. And it's very general, and I think a lot of you have it. It's just great because it's like just a little special, but it's not too decorative, and it fits all styles. And look, we have one here. So the second to the largest shape. That is Sophia, nice to see you. And so I'm going to use basic white because we have a lot of white in here. So we'll tie all things together, won't we? We coordinate because Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy for us to coordinate. Let's see here. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to run this over on the standard Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. There's no magic here, just basic white and the die. And then there's that. That's going to be beautiful. And let's see. Then we need to choose our ribbon. Again, so many beautiful ribbons. So little time. Do you want Poppy Parade or Garden Green ribbon? No, I don't think so. But we do have Pool Party ribbon. Oh, I couldn't have planned that better. It's so fun. So here's that polka dotted trim again. It's going to be perfect for a little special card like this. Now, this is not going to fit in a standard envelope. I think you can already see that. You've got a wobbler. You've got polka dotted trim. However, you have so many opportunities to play special cards like this. Or if you are packing things in a priority envelope or boxes with gifts, even just a bubble mailer, these are special, fun little cards for people. So there's lots of different options. And if you're kind of wondering, like, what can I ship certain things in? You can send me a message or ask here. Okay. So let's do this. And we are going to use our Santa. He already looks fantastic. And for the circle, see how I've put a little circle here for a little stamping opportunity, and also to kind of focus your eye away from the patterns and onto the edge. We are going to use some sparkle. We love the sparkle. Let me see. Got it down here. My special files. No, it's leaning against the wall. That's where I put stuff. Now this, you may have missed this in the catalog. I pointed it out, I don't know, early. When I got it, I pointed it out in my unboxing. But it's called Festive 12x12 Glimmer Paper. It has cherry cobbler, garden green, and granny apple green. So here's the garden green. Okay. that is what we're going to use for our little circle. And in case you're wondering, oh, it's so pretty. And it dries. Here's the cherry cobbler. Oh, you get 2 sheets of each. This is nice for your special cards. There's garden green, and then there's old olive. Yes, it's so pretty. I hope that's not blurry because it's gorgeous. Okay, so let me go ahead. Let's find a circle that will fit him. And I kind of think, as usual, that I want to use the Spotlight on Nature dies. Although, I don't know, I don't want to get too fancy because you can't really see all of that detail. I like these so much that they just came back in. They came back in stock, by the way. So this bundle is back in stock. The Spotlight on Nature. But I mean, the stamp set's fantastic. I did a class with it, but this is the money shot right here, the dies. And I just ordered a second set because when I am making classes, I just keep using these. So I was like, of course. And the deckled circles too. Yes, Corinne, not forgotten. The deckled circles are great too. Okay, so let's see how big this is going to be. This is going to be larger than the bee for sure. But that's okay because it's Christmas, right? Okay, and I think this design will get out of there pretty good. The slash marks, the dashes and dots. Let's call it the Morse code. Yeah, this is the Morse code. And I think that's going to die cut fine. Now I'm just going to leave that paper whole, and I'm going to put it again into my standard die cutting machine. You get quite a bit of that paper. Actually, a lot of that paper. 2 12 by 12 sheets of 3. Oh, yes. Of 3 different colors. Now look how pretty that is. Girl, I love it. I don't know what's in the girl tonight. Girl, you're going to love it. You don't need me to talk you into it because you already love it. I know that. I'm just the carrier pigeon. I work no magic. I just show you the beautiful products. They sell themselves, right? Okay, so then he is going to get put onto a wobbler. You know what a wobbler is. You're going to have a wobbler project in your reindeer games class, by the way. I don't sell these, but you can get them on Amazon. Okay, and I hope that this thing will adhere to the glimmer paper. We're going to try it out. Okay, so I'm going to take off the flexible piece first, and that's usually what I put on the back of the Santa image. I usually just make sure that it's on the edge around the middle. I didn't even get it really on the middle, but it doesn't matter, okay? Here's why. Because I'm an enabler. You say that like it's a bad thing, Jenny. Okay, so then I'm going to take off the back piece. Here's where it matters, where the placement is. Okay, so just look at the image that you're going to center this on. In this case, we're going to center it. And then just press it down. Don't worry about get the wobblers straight. You don't have to look at the wobbler. Just look at your image, because then if it's crooked, if it's sideways, it doesn't matter because the image is straight and he doesn't want to sit and play with the Santa on a wobbler all day long. I mean, he's adorable. So again, this kicks him up a little bit. Right? That's part of why that'd be a big speed bump if it's going through the mail. So it might get torn up. But, oh my gosh. I haven't made this in advance. That's when I start acting kind of goofy, right? Sorry, I can't help it. I love it. I love it just like you love it. Okay, and now I hardly ever cut this off the roll, right? But I'm going to, I know that, I can actually kind of just tell from here that we need about much. And I'm going to cut a little more because I have to put it underneath the cardstock and all that business. So who has a polka dot ribbon already? Who has it? Let me know. And then let's put our sentiment in here. And there's a couple cute. I love wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. And he is holly and jolly. And I haven't used it yet. It's super. Is this going to fit? Oh, yes, it is. We're also going to use the snowflakes because they're gorgeous. Now we have lots of other stamp sets that have holly in them. You can easily use the Snowy Days stamp set with this same type of card, and I probably will. These are the types of cards that I would send to you, lovely customers, inside your kits, because it doesn't cost me any extra, but it brings me a lot of joy. So I'm kind of rubbing this with a lot of pressure on the chamois. That's how I kind of prime these photopolymer stamps. There always seems to be a film that is on there after processing, and it kind of resists ink. So with photopolymer stamps, you have to prime them a little bit. And I'm going to do a secondary thing. Donna Gray calls it smushing, and I like that. It's just what it sounds like, exactly what it is. A smush. But I need some grid paper to do it. Hello, Darcy. Nice to see you. Darcy, did we talk about who you know in Emmett? Do you have relatives in Emmett? Are their last names Dutton? All right. So let's just take a look at this. I'm sure we will do our snowflake in Pool Party. It's a perfect combination. MFEO made for each other. And so let's take a look at what it looks like. So smushing is what? Stamp it and then smush the stamp back and forth like this. And that will also help to rough up that image. And hopefully the ink, you'll start to see the ink won't like bubble. The ink will be smooth onto the image, and your fine best to stamp it, right? Beautiful. Okay, now I think we should try the sentiment in garden green. I know, right? Like you're like, what now? Say what now? Your husband's brother and family, their name is Dutton. I don't know them. I mean, the name Dutton coming to me, but you know what? I haven't, I graduated school in 1987, so my God. And then just went to college after that and then back, an hour away to the big city. But I'm sure my family probably knows them because, they run a restaurant there. And my mom has only lived in Emmett her whole life. So she probably knows people, whether they're new there or not. Okay, so wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. Now, I would have used red, but remember, I got that red pool party situation going on. So, yeah, I didn't want to mess that up. Now, Corinne, I knew somebody was going to say something about the Dutton Ranch, right? Isn't that what that's called, the Dutton Ranch? And Corinne says they're filming for one of the Yellowstone series in San Antonio. That makes perfect sense. I'm going to put this in the middle a little bit high, but really this is just going to be a card that I just sign. This is not going to be a card where I tell somebody what's been going on with me in the year of 2024, right? And then I need my pool party. Where did it go? Just sit here. I'm kind of organized tonight. I hate to say that out loud and rock the boat. And then we've got this kind of image here. I kind of want to put it, just center it and see what happens. Oh, it's cute. Pretty fun. Okay, but I want to go further than that, of course. Now I'm like, oh, it needs to come off the side a little bit. So it's kind of a cool little triangular shape. And so we're just going to do this. Okay. Oh, super fun. Wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. Someone described me at one time as it was my brother. He was told me he had talked to a friend and they thought they saw me. And the way he described me was jolly. And I was like, Monty, you are one step away from getting face slapped. And he didn't mean it like Santa. Like he just meant, no, she's jolly. And I go, do not describe me as jolly, FYI, in the future. Already, I'm already obvious. He's like, that's not what I meant, sis. Yeah, let's just keep it that way. You can actually even make the inside of the card, it doesn't have to be a rectangle. It could be like the largest of the countryside corners. In fact, let's just see, would that fit in there? I feel like it would. Oh, look, it fits perfectly. So if you have the countryside corners and you want to use the largest, use that. That's fun. So fun. Let me see. Do we have enough room for ribbon? Yep. Guess what we're doing? We're cutting it out. Now your PDF will have the measurements, right? But we are going to go fancy here. That's why you want to watch me live, because you never know what's going to happen. Get crazy up in here. All right. And so that's going to be our card base. And then see, it really is very close to our measurements. We're so smart. Again, those are called countryside corners. They were a carryover because they were so popular. So we need a drink. Let's take a moment to hear from our sponsor, Diet Pepsi. I wish. Oh, Cindy, you're so kind. She says, this is a wonderful card. Get off there now. Okay. Oh, that's adorable. And then this is going to be tucked up in here. Now is when I'll probably do my final adjustments if I need to. I'm not going to, let's see, it's going to cause a little bit of a speed bump. I think I could probably put this up on dimensionals, and I think it'll still fit in the card, in the envelope. Yeah, we're going to do it. You're very happy. I'm very happy. Is that better than jolly? That's great. For somebody with, like, I'm sure it was during a time when I felt like my size was such a negative, and then my brother called me jolly, and it was like, just hold on right there. Okay. But yes, that's what he meant. They don't care. They don't care about what size I am, for goodness sake. And I'm first, right? I'm the first child, so I'm sure to them I'm the fearless leader. Oh, I hope that's not too low. Okay, just make sure that's not. Dang it. Let's see. Can I redo this? I doubt it. It's tear and tape. I like the directions cut better than the rectangle. I know, I do too. Oh, let's see. I am so lucky. Easy. Don't make any sudden moves. Easy now. Yes. Okay, so I want to move that down because I want this centered, right? And it was a little low. Okay. I put that up way too high. So when you make yours, and I know you will, you bring this down a little bit lower. Okay. And then, oh gosh, I rounded up all the little orphan dimensional packs. So when I do stamp camp in my house, people oh, that's a good idea, Sue. Good idea. I'll see. If we need to, I will cut the pom-poms off underneath the card. So when people come to stamp camp at my house, they provide their own basic adhesives, but I do adhesive sheets, dimensionals, anything like that. So I always have these, I'm always working from these partial packs because I don't want them to run out in the middle of class. So I don't think we're going to need to. That's a good idea, though. If you wanted to try to keep this low, we're putting on the Ritz with this one. Just make sure that when you put your dimensionals on, that you keep a space open for the ribbon because that would cause a little bit of chaos. I'm going to move this. I feel like I want to look at it this way, and I'm placing it. And then kind of put it down and don't press on it. Okay, and then take a look. And if it's good, and it is, then we press. I just thought about this. That's going to be really weird to write on. Just write on the back. Okay, just write on the back. Don't write on it. I wasn't thinking practically, but oh, it's so cute. And now we are going to cover up most of that, right? With that's another reason why it's nice to have the circle, because the circle is going to cover up lots of stamping and writing so that when they open it, it'll be like, what? There's more? Okay. So then finally, we're going to put this on. Now you need to be careful about where you're gluing. Don't just go all crazy with it, okay? You really want it just down here. You don't want any of your adhesive up here, or you're going to like the way the card turns out. In fact, I'm going to move this out just as a little bit of security in case we get too crazy with that. But I want his little arms to be about the fold. So that's going to tell me, actually, I'm going to use Seal Plus. That's going to tell me where I want my lines. Seal Plus. Yeah. Keep them down under his arms. And then that's where it's kind of nice if you have a marker. And if you use, if you use any other stamp, the Snowy Wonder or whatever, then you'll have some sort of little marker indication. Okay, then you're in the clear. We have all systems are go. Okay. Ladies and Rick. So cute. Of course it needs embellishments. We'll get there. We have some garden green embellishments, I think. I'm not using the peppermints. Like I'm not just willy-nilly with the peppermints, okay? Because I'm in hoarding mode now, my mind. But because I am really going to use the heck out of the reindeer. Because first of all, I'm doing that class, right? And second of all, I just love it. It's fun. And so anyway, I know that I want to save a lot of those for, those are really pretty. These garden green are really pretty, and they're not Christmas and they're not new. They're called Blooming Pearls. But let's see. There was another one that's kind of iridescent or something. Look at me, all garden green. I just call me Miss Garden Green. I better just start wearing it now, I guess. No, let's not. Those are cute too. They're not. This is good. Now listen, those are supposed to be Mossy Meadow, but they're a lot of different colors. If you get these, and I think you should, the faux glass dots, they are so versatile. Like these are supposed to be, I think they're copper clay, but they're pumpkin pie. They're, these are supposed to be Mossy Meadow, and they are, but they're also Daffodil Delight. So yeah. All right. So, okay, well, you put that on your list, Jenny. Yeah, the transparent spots are pretty good. Are you telling me? Corinne, are you helping me? You're a good helper. Okay, and we're there. Oh, we could also use, here's kind of something in the middle. Not fully shimmery and not fully matte. That is the earth toned gems. I like these. These are going to be the gems. You'll get a half a pack of these gems in the Jubilee kit next month. You're getting a half a pack. Usually I do a half a pack of the ribbon and then a full pack of the embellishments, but I am not forcing you guys to have a half a pack of baker's twine and also love you, but I am not parsing baker's twine and finding different roles for it and stuff. It's just not happening. Okay, so anyway, there's lots of embellishments here. So you will get half a pack of these embellishments and you will love it. Okay. Yeah, Nest of Winter is going to be really fun. It's both beautiful and I don't know, it's creative. It has lots of cool die cuts and you can mix and match them with things coming up, which is also the reason why I wanted to use it. There are strategies I use in planning the classes for you. Um, I do the best I can. Sometimes they don't work out, but sometimes they do. Okay, everyone, here's your beautiful little fold card with the wobbler. And this is what it ends up looking on the back. It's very clean, put together. And then finally, you can just pull out the insert. And I put this on dimensionals, right? So either write on it ahead of time, write carefully, or write on the back. Or don't put it on dimensionals, but it's all about the look. It's not so much about the form, it's about the fashion with this girl. And Santa is hot to trot. And here it was in an earlier iteration with our beautiful, cute little bumblebee. Okay, so now we're gonna make another card. And these are pieces and parts from, I think it was Stampin' Chat sketched a couple weeks ago or was live last week or something, but I had it on deck and we didn't finish whatever we were doing with it. And then it's been sitting here and I love the pieces and parts. So we're going to use it. We are going to make Mrs. Claus, okay? Because she's adorable. So this is paper from that Sentimental Wishes. We made some beautiful cards with this, if I do say so myself. And we colored with Wink of Stella. Remember that one? So I haven't seen that. It was a Stampin', well, I don't remember which one it was on Sundays or Thursdays, but go back and find it. And you can see the technique of stamping with, or coloring with Wink of Stella. Super fun. I've been doing it ever since we did that. So I'm stuck. It's stuck on me like glue now. And so we're going to make Mrs. Claus. And I immediately think we're going to use the pieces and parts. I don't know, like, why did I cut that one so small? I don't know. Must have been the sketch because sketch would be, I do funky things for sketch. We were either going to put this off to the side or something. I think that circle, again, it's garden green. What has gotten into me? The zoo is all up in arms. I think it's, oh yeah. So we're going to put her on this. She could be on a wobbler too, but she's not going to be on a wobbler for this card. But I am going to go get that Sentimental Wishes paper, cut bigger piece. Okay. So give me just a minute because it's right behind me. You'll still see me. And let me grab the paper and we'll grab a bigger piece of the pattern. So I'm not saying hello, Ruth. You're supposed to be telling me what you like. Some of you are very good at it. So tell me what you're liking. Tell me what you've purchased. Tell me what you're super excited to get and play with. Okay. Or if you're a demonstrator, tell me what you've really liked playing with already. And I'm going to cut another piece of this for us. Oh, so beautiful. We use that pattern too, because why wouldn't you? It's so gorgeous. And this is the paper. This is the give back paper. Okay. So for every time you purchase this paper, Stampin' Up! Is going to give $3 to charities that support children's literacy. And who can't get behind that? That was only 3 1/4. We're doing 3 3/4 by 5. And this tag is die cut from Greetings of the Season. It's a fantastic online bundle. Might be a suite. I think it's a suite. Uh, and the stamp set for there's two bundles in the suite. This suite called Greetings of the Season is all tags, which we just make into labels by putting an embellishment there, and all sentiments. Oh, please check it out. It's very, very good. The peppermint embellishments are Jenny's favorite. They are so sweet. Anything miniature, right? We like miniature things. So we like a little Santa. We like a little this and a little that. Okay, so we are going to put this on there. That's better. That makes me feel a little better. And then probably like this, which will be kind of interesting because our focal point will be down here in the corner. So that's a little challenge for us, right? Okay, so let's stamp this lady. She's going to go on basic white. And here we go. I haven't used the stamp before, and it is photopolymer. And I want a nice dark image. I stamped Santa with Memento, and so I'm going to stamp Mrs. Claus with Memento too. Now, the re-inker for Memento is sold out right now, but I think it comes back about the same time that the peppermint embellishments do. So mid-September, keep your eye on that. Remember, I told you to be checking out your reels, everything metallic, everything shiny, window sheet, that's out too. But when they come back in, shimmery and white embossing paste, okay, you're going to want all this fun stuff for your Christmas crafting. Oh, so cute. Ruth says she's working with More Than Autumn. That's a winner, Ruth. I love it. Okay, I'm going to stamp her again. She's good. That was the first time I stamped her. And I want to see if we can get her even better. I am using the paper piercing mat just to have a little bit of resistance back behind the stamp. This is a normal technique that you might use with photopolymer or our clear stamps. I find that when I use the glass mat, it's so smooth, right? That usually you get a great image, but if a little extra, just grab the paper piercing mat. It's very affordable. Just add it to your next order. And if you ever want me to place an order for you, most of you already know this, but if you didn't know this, just text me or call me, right? Ready? 208-830-6328. I love to chat with you. I'd love to answer questions about products. And sometimes people are just like, look, you just place my order and take care of it for me. And I go, yes, ma'am. I'm happy to do it. Okay, so we've got Poppy Parade. And is this garden green or shaded spruce? I think it's shaded spruce. Yeah, it's shaded spruce. So let's keep that in mind when we are coloring her. So she's not going to be real red. She's going to be, I think she should be Poppy Parade. Do you guys want her to be in red too? With a white apron, or what do you want? And a little bit, and what about her scallops? Could be shaded spruce. It's very Christmassy, but she's the mother of Christmas, right? Nobody's gonna confuse her for being somebody else, except for maybe Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. You love the feel of them. Oh, of the embellishments? Yes. Did you get some in pre-order? They're kind of they're not dough. I almost feel like I want to say like they're spongy or something. Yeah, they're soft. They're not hard. They're pretty smooth, but they're not completely smooth and hard like other embellishments. Poppy spruce. Thank you, Corinne. Okay. Away we go. We're just going to try blends. I feel like these pieces are big enough that we can do that. Her little teeny shoes and her little pants We're gonna say they're leggings. I may have to go get stamp markers. In fact, let me just wheel on over there right now so I don't get lazy. Some of these now I still have are awesome. Um, Whatever this was called, marker set. So I never get rid of it. And when the colors change, I just change back here. Okay. But I don't review them often. So sometimes they might get a little dry. And I'm talking about after years. Okay. So I don't just replace these willy nilly because I don't use them that often. But then I get something cute like this. And okay, that's the dark. Let's start with the light. You know, that's me. And make sure that when you're coloring with the blends, you are coloring on grid paper or glass mat or some surface that you don't care if it gets some ink on it. Okay, because they do bleed from time to time. Okay, and so let's just start here. Now, by the time I got finished coloring for my swap, I was coloring Santa with the paintbrush end. I was doing like big pieces and parts of it. And then this one's kind of weird. I don't like that. That one is a little frayed. So we're going to use the bullet point. But yeah, when you get into when you're making multiples, you figure out lots of little techniques that you start using. And I've been thinking about doing a video trying to show you some tricks about making multiples because, especially before I was a demonstrator, I would make lots of sets of multiples. I always made at least 5 different sets of 20 for friends. And then sometimes I'd just make more than that to send out. Gone are the days, right? Roz loves the book treat boxes. Oh my gosh, they are so fantastic. I also love the Peaceful Season bundle. Peaceful Season, I feel like I have it, but I'll have to think about that one. Okay, now that's going to be her top. And then I guess this too, because I'm going to have the middle part of her apron white, hopefully, depending on my coloring prowess. And so let's do this. And she has a sweet little face and it's simple, but it's so cute. Like how we draw eyelashes lots of times. It's just a dot with 2 little slashes. And that's all she needed. And she looks like, when she smiles, she looks like me. Like then her eyes disappear. So maybe I am happy and jolly. I don't know. My God, I've been into Mrs. Claus. Wouldn't be the worst job. I do like a cold climate, but I'm not, I don't want to be married. But Santa's gone a lot of the times. This might work out. I could still craft. I could still be your demonstrator. Oh my gosh. I think I've come upon the perfect job for me. Okay, let's color a little bit with the shaded spruce. This is light. We'll come in with the dark if we need to. No, I like the light. Oh. Yep, this screams Christmas. Now, I used to have this hairstylist. Her name's Jan. She's probably still alive. She was just one of those people, kind of like my mother. She never stopped. She got up before dawn. They lived on a ranch, and she would do certain things with her husband for the ranch. And then she would come in and work like 12 or 13 hours at her salon. Okay, now I've just changed my mind. And I'm like, oh, I think I want some shaded spruce dark. So anyway, this lady also, she made all sorts of jumpers. She was probably my age when I was in my 20s. She's probably my age now when I was in my 20s, but I always thought she was quite old. But anyway, she made jumpers for all occasions. And this would be something she would have worn, right? Jumper style. So, and it's always amazing to me how many people that I meet in town who have gone to Jan at some point in their lives. I don't go to her anymore. I haven't in years and years and years. But it was just this little microcosm. It was kind of like me and you and our crafty community, except for Jan and her little style. She was the only person that worked in the salon, and she worked in a high rise that was kind of a 55 and over, or I think it was 55 and over. It might not be that now, but anyway, she was really sweet lady. And she might still be alive for all I know. I need to go by her place, see. I used to go by just by her shop because of where it is. I would drive by it often. And she was the lights were always on before I got to work. And they were probably on after I left work too. Okay, so I'm liking this light and dark combination that we're getting with her shaded spruce. Oh, I'm sorry. And I know you can't see the details, but when I finish coloring her, I will bring her up so you can see her. And did we decide, did the quality of the video get any better? I think I know what it is. Again, I think it's a toggle choice that I made when I went live with this new system. They give me more choices. Not a good idea. Just show me the button to push. Call it. But no, they had to give me choices. And the funny thing is, I pressed a choice to make it clearer, but I think it probably takes more go-go juice than my internet has. I have super fast internet, but I think I have a bad connection back here in my craft room, which is not good because this is where the magic happens, right? This is where I work from for Stampin' Up! And, that other job that pays everything. Okay, the desktop is clear, but my face was blurry. That's okay. Perfect combo. Although I do look quite striking today. Come on. I just got my hair done yesterday. No, 2 days ago. So I watched before I'm live with you guys, but I had that process done where it straightens my hair. So I have to work very little on it to get it the way I like it most times. So that's always kind of fun. Here's our progress. Oh, look at her. She's so cute. Now she can definitely have some wink too. You guys are going to have to tell me, is this like a young Miss Claus? What color is her hair going to be? Okay. And this is where she's going to be, if that helps you decide what color her hair is going to be. She needs help. Oh my goodness, these things are, I'll get there. It won't take us too long. But this is a super fun thing, I think, to like set yourself up with a little folding table or whatever and put a good series and then do this. Just like color this. Hey, where's Alicia? Alicia's gone. Sometimes she has family dinner. She must have had a family dinner tonight. Speaking of TV, my my friend, my other hobby. I've been watching a series called The Paradise, and it's on the Masterpiece PBS thing. It was really good, but there were only 2 seasons, and I'm a little upset because there's a 3rd season out because I looked on the internet, but I don't have access to it, and I don't know where it is. Because if I knew where it was, I'd just buy it. But anyway, so at least there's going to be a 3rd. But I really liked it. I didn't really binge it. I watched it over the last couple of weeks. There weren't like a ton of, well, there's probably a lot of episodes, but I want more. I need more. And shouldn't it be gray? Okay, light gray. Ruth says light gray. Kind of like your beautiful picture. I wish I could replicate that, Ruth. That would be gorgeous. Okay, let's give her some leggings. They're not from Lululemon. Wasn't that? Yeah, Lululemon. No, what was that place? That online store, and they had that. I watched a documentary about them. They grew too fast, too soon, and then they started sending out shoddy product. And they had leggings that had all sorts of bright patterns on them. And one of the things that happened with the company was that those patterns started getting mismatched in the crotchular area and looked kind of weird. And so anyway, I just that stuck with me. That stuck with me for sure. And then let's give her light. Let's see if this is enough contrast. I don't know. Nah, it's okay. You can hardly see her shoes. Her feet are they're just little triangles, which is so adorable. I can't even with that. Okay, now look. What the heck is that? Just cool it. This is she got a little bit of cookie crumb on her apron, but we're not having it, Mrs. Claus. You are so presentable now. So I just used a sandable eraser. We don't sell that, but never fear. Very available on Amazon. Little mom and pop shop I like to call Amazon. We are going to give her a Wink of Stella apron. And oh, it seems so late. It's not, but you know what? It's getting darker earlier. So, okay, so she's going to have a little Wink of Stella apron. And I like his color of skin, and I think he was like a 500. But let's do her hair. Let's do her hair first. And then we'll put her skin, we'll match her skin, right? To complement her hair. So let me put these away like a little organized little person that I am sometimes. And then let's look at, oh, gray granite? No, you know what we're going to use? We're going to use smoky slate. Because sometimes you can put that little rinse on your hair when you have gray hair, and it gives you a little blue tint. And so that's what she uses. She uses that purple shampoo. I love Wink of Stella, Darcy. Oh, yeah, that's going to be good. Now, let's see. Let me see the dark. Because, you know, hair is not just one color. There, that will work. Do I hear a child? Hello, Cash. How you doing? You know, it's so they're coming back here to check it out. Okay, let's just color. I'm not going to try to make it. I'll leave some little spots of white if I can. Those are like her highlights. These are the medium tones, and then this is going to be the low light. Look, I can rock a hairstyle for this lady. Oh my gosh, those curls, these little tendril things. Let's see. Oh, it's a good thing I'm not jittery. I got them. I got you, Mrs. Claus. What's her first name? Remember that one where, you know, I'm a Rankin Bass child, so I grew up with the Rankin Bass commercial or Christmas shows. And she's a young. They meet when they're young, and she's a school teacher. I can't remember her name, but she was quite a catch for a young Santa. S. Claus. I remember he was a baby, right? Left. And so his name was S. Claus, and I don't know what was his name. Samuel Claus. And her name was, I don't know. But they've been together for a while now at this stage. Is she shaping up to be like the cutest little Mrs. Claus? Yes, she is. Okay, and now for her skin. Because she's not white. She's not basic white, even though she lives at the North Pole. And I think Santa was this one right on the top. Santa was 500. So here's what I kind of do. We're going to punch her out, so don't color super close to her. But there's, I feel like that's going to be too dark for her with that gray hair. So let's go up to 600. That, and I like that with the gray. But these are the Naturals blends. They come in, there's 5 different sets of 2. Okay, just like the rest of them. Okay, let's look at 900. Let's just jump up to 900. I think that. I think 900 is going to be good. Let's look at 800. Maybe she can take a little more color. There's 8. And these are just brilliant. That's too yellowy. I think we're going to go with this. Okay. Don't you wish you could change your skin like just for a day? Oh, I think I need a little darker. No, I think a little lighter. I'll give her rosy cheeks too. But I like this. I like our Naturals blends because when you then color people, you decide what color your people are, right? And you don't have to make Mrs. Claus the same skin tone. She can be different every time. Oh, yes, that's cute. And then finally, let's do a little light, pretty in pink. I think, oh, yes, that's going to be so cute. And I feel like they should be right. It's hard to know. Well, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, so you got to get them kind of even, Lisa. Kind of looks like a mole now. I don't know. I think I put those in the wrong spot. I want to kind of wash them out. So I brought the 900 back in, and I'm going to color over her again, which is going to make her skin slightly darker, but it's going to kind of wash out that blush that I tried to put on her, and I put in a weird spot. See, now, oh, now it looks good. Look how cute she is, and you can't see it, but her arms fully. Okay, and so she is just as easy as punching out. Okay, and this is pretty easy. This one is pretty easy on your hands. It's not very detailed. So just make sure that you've got her lined up all around. Check her perimeter and then punch her. And she's going to be on this shaded spruce circle. She's adorable. I think I might like her better than Santa himself. That's no, sorry, Santa. I think you looked at me when I said that. Sorry, Santa. I didn't mean it. Now where? Oh, I've got something in the wrong place. Believe that. Okay, so now for this one, it doesn't have any pattern on it, but remember that cool snowflake? We're going to do that on this, and we're going to use Parade. It'll just be a nice little tone on tone. You could also use shaded spruce if you want to. Thanks, Laverne. I think she's adorable too. This is a cute set, right? And we talked my saying about the cookie. I'm not so sure about his face. I feel like his face was kind of phoned in. I can tell what they were trying to do, which was they were trying to make him look like he's just frosted. But I would have rather him had a more cutesy face. But I will deal. Okay, I will work with what I've been given. And I did show you guys that you could put wobbly, what are those things? Those little eyes, googly eyes. You could put googly eyes on him. And that I helped a lot. Now my team said they thought it made him look even scarier. But they're a tough crowd. Okay. Like you guys are so nice to me, and then I think I've got it all under control, and I get in front of my team, and they just let me have it. Guys, I hope you feel sorry for me. I shouldn't say that. You're never going to want to join my team. Absolutely the most fun group of people. I love it so much. And there's our tag, fully blocked. And then I think she's just going to stay on this. Oh, you know what? You know me. We're going to texturize and hypnotize with our Stamp and Blends. So get out your splatter box. Put that in there. Dark shaded spruce. You want the paintbrush end. And then give it a little flicking, spritzing, whatever you want to call this. All right, that's better. Okay, and then, oh, we get to build, right? And I have this on basic white thick. So we sell basic white, which is what I use for stamping, die cutting, coloring. And then we have basic white thick. And that's for card bases because basic white thin is wobbly. It's not enough. And basic white thick doesn't give you the best images for stamping and die cutting. So that's why we have two. Yes, you do. You need to make more tags. And Darcy, I mean, we have a couple of sets that have tags, but I really, really love the greetings of the season. I'll pull it and show you the sizing of them. There's just a varied size and all that fun stuff. Oh, I'm going to pull something else too. I want to make sure you guys got that tutorial. Oh, I can't believe I'm getting out those. I just told you guys I had all my little orphaned dimensionals. Okay. She is so with it. She's getting fun dimensionals. She has to. She's so special. I could see why Santa wanted to date her. She's got a little sparkle in her tiny eye. Did I order any of the new Willow White cardstock? You know, I was curious about that, Jean. I think I ended up not buying it. I may have inadvertently purchased it because I did purchase some of the scrapbooking supplies so that we could work with them. I purchased that new autumn suite, and I may have purchased the scrapbook kit. And if I did, then I think some of that was in there. And I've heard it described as far as color, I've heard it described as between vanilla and wisp white. So kind of like our watercolor Fluid 100 watercolor paper. You know, that color is kind of between and betwixt. Now, before I put this down, we're going to talk about our embellishments, aren't we? Sorry. Did you see my face? Guys, oh, that was my light. I knew. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Did I knock the battery out? Hold on. Quiet on set. Gosh. Quiet on the set. I have another battery. That other one went, I don't know where. Okay, then. Now, see, I knew those were precariously planted over there. That's why you have to watch me live. Again, you just never know. Okay, that thing has to go for now. I don't have time. I'm glad I didn't break my glasses, for goodness sake. Okay, so I'm in the dark. No big deal. Because we have light on the card. That's the most important part. Do you want me to place a timer for 1 minute? Why? Let's see here. Okay, so Where were we before I was so rudely interrupted by something falling on my head? These, there's the clear ribboned dots, and they really have a white look to them, and that might be fun to bring the white in. Oh, I lost an earbud somewhere. I know. I startled me too. Got your attention, didn't I? Now those are shaded spruce. They're very pretty. No, I knocked an earbud out of my ear. It went flying somewhere. Let's see what we've got. Boy. Now that's crumb cake and vanilla, and so we don't want that. Oh God, those are just gonna fix everything. Um, Gold textured rhinestone basics. We end up going with the rhinestone basics. Guys, those are on low inventory because they go with everything, right? So let's see if I have a spruce or poppy parade. Or like I said, these are really varied, but shaded spruce, poppy parade. Oh, the druzy dots. Those are pretty fun. So that would work. I think let's just go one of those before I cause any more this and that. You'd be like, remember when it went dark at Lisa's place? She got hit on the head twice. It didn't hit me in the head. It just hit my shoulder. And it's not heavy anyway. It's not like a bookcase, as I say that. Not like a bookcase. Watch out. So I like the basics, but I think I want something bigger. I need more. It's Christmas. We need more. Okay, so let's get this out. I know I'm running a little bit longer than I wanted to, but you guys can just stop me. You can be like, stop the insanity and come back and watch on replay. And I know most of you are watching me on replay anyway, not right this minute, but in the future. And hello to you, replayers. And I'm still here. So if you have any questions, don't forget, you can post comments and questions. I try to go through them a couple of times during the week to make sure that if you have questions posted there and you haven't private messaged me or called me, I gave you my phone number earlier. You can just put your comments in here and I'm more than likely I will see them. Okay. So I am here to help in any way I can. I think I want let's see, let's do that. Let's put the big one there. Now these are the druzy dots. We talked all about why they were called druzy last week, probably. So you look back at that one if you have questions because they're really cool. They're rough. They're kind of rough on the top. They're kind of faceted. And so they're really neat. Oh my gosh. Look at our card. Is that not adorable? And you'd never know it was a tag. Or if you want to, you can just make it a tag, put ribbon on it. And let me grab that. Names of the season. What? Here we go. Gorgeous sizes. And 1 minute here. Greetings of the season. Okay. This is really pretty, and it's a cool buildable set of sentiments. Okay, so greetings of the season. It has all these pieces and parts. And then these are all of the die shapes. Oh, and there's more. But anyway, these are a lot of the die shapes and the sizes. They're great. Like I said, they're a nice varied grouping. So again, that's called Greetings of the Season. Just go look it up online because it's an online exclusive. And let's use May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. Now there are those other two, Baking Spirits Bright and Sweet Wishes. Obviously, this is a perfect bundle to use for if you're giving away little tasty treats. So, oh, that sounds cute, Corinne. Yeah, okay. She can have a peppermint. She can have peppermint on her apron. I think that's a cute little idea because she would be wearing peppermints of some sort. She'd probably be wearing peppermint earrings or, you know, probably also she smells like peppermint. Ooh, yeah, Jenny got the black cardstock. So we have various cardstocks. We will have, of course, a lot of talking all about the different scrapbooking products. And I did not buy out the store on that because I was just kind of wait and see how much I have room for and how much interest, right? But I'm definitely going to make sure that we know all about it. Okay. Okay. Let's use this shaded spruce and let's use the piercing mat. And we're just going to go for it right in the card base. So, because when you use basic white thick, you don't technically need a liner. But if you mess up your stamping, you can still like hide it by putting a liner in. But I did not mess it up. I may have had the light fall on my head, but you know what? It's all right. I just keep a rolling. Isn't that fun? Look at that cute little font. Oh, this is sweet. I think I'm going to need to make several of these cards. So we made a Santa and a Mrs. Claus. We made a fun fold and we made a basic fold. And we talked about our favorites in the new catalog. And there's so much more to come. We are in the thick of it, friends. We're in the thick of fall and holiday crafting. And I hope you've enjoyed making these cards with me. She's a doll, isn't she? Look at her hair. She's smoky slate. That's what, and smoky slate, and then 800 or 900. I don't even remember now, but that's what color her face, her skin is. Her little tiny hands too, and the main spirit's bright. And then of course, here's our fun fold. Now, please don't forget, you will get the measurements for this fun fold in a printable with a picture, and you will get that Sunday night. If you haven't already, please go over to thestandingzoo.com and sign up to receive my emails. It's free. Then you can find out all the zoo news. You can find out all about my classes, get links for everything. I give you all the zoo news and I give you all the Stampin' Up news. Well, that was fun. I'm not going to come back to my face because I'm in the dark, kind of. So thank you, Deborah. Deborah said she loves them. Deborah said she likes the set too. And so if you like the set, Deborah, I think you're going to like my swap card. We're doing swaps right now. I'll bring those to you in a couple of weeks once I have everybody's. Thank you so much, everybody. This was fun. I know, Lori, I'm so glad you like the fun fold. So this was great. This is what it's all about, right? Whether you're on my team, whether you're a customer, whether you're a lovely viewer, this is what it's about. Just getting together, inspiring each other, laughing, supporting each other, and crafting. So another one in the books. I'd say it was a big success, even with the lighting mishap. I'll see you again on Sunday for sure. In the meantime, if you have questions, just private message me or give me a call or a text. I'm happy to. Okay. Thank you so much.